Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He would call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, going for Jefferson.
He's got a man complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cook. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy.
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
DJ Waddle.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Goodwin able to haul it in. He's at the 40, the 20.
Take
10,
off your helmet and give me a kiss
5,
next time.
Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, an even 90 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble
and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? On the ground, it's Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we...
And that's caught inside the 30.
If you were me,
and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears have taken the lead.
The kick is...
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bears will extend their lead.
The kick is
now first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run. Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
28, Vikings 7.
They'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
His kick is
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Bears 28, Vikings 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man complete. Past the 20.
You don't like this.
Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Bears 35. Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Reynolds, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
The score, Bears 35, Vikings 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Eric Kendricks.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin, 36 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they'll try to run the option here. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50, the 30, 20.
Ain't doing nothing.
And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Actually lining up for the extra point.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a run with Cook. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Open man as Thielen is complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Yeah, he's got it.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. His kick is good.
Makes the score Bears 42, Vikings 35.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Woo, yeah! And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Bears 49. Vikings.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
I don't care what you do. You can't do nothing.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
But it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
4 yards.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 4, it's second and a couple.
I'm coming. Ready. Max 50, Max 50. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see. And this will be caught at the 30.
Bring in the second string.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Flush to his right. He'll run it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Taken from just outside the 30. Avoids him at the 40. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
No, man, no.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That punt return 69 yards. And the Bears add on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Wings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something out there. There'll be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a plan.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
It's third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Bears 70, Vikings 42.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
You gotta love it, baby. Give us some more.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Bears 77, Vikings 42.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Minnesota.
Check third unit. Yellow. Hey, check nigga.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focus in
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Hunter on the stop. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 66 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Bears 84, Vikings 49.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown. And he's into the clear. The 40, the 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Buying time to his left. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, 35 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back now at Soldier Field. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DJ Waddle able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 72 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
The kick is good.
You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
7 makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this will make it into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Draw play, Cohen. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
They are not ready.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his left. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Michael Badgley.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears. Heel down should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.